They want war. I'll show them war.
Whatever this poor woman did, nobody deserves this kind of punishment.
So that's supposed to be the introduction to the vampires coming after me. How the heck am I supposed to get past that mess, though? I guess we'll just take a different way around? I don't know. I don't know where I'm going. He tried. He also tried. Man, this upgraded sword does damage. I think I'll still go for the hacksaw, just because the hacksaw gets more blood. But I'm gonna keep using the Dragon's Bane for at least a little while yet. Is there? Yeah. Okay, this spits us out on the other side. We've taken this shortcut before, ish. It would be interesting if he was actually Jonathan's, like, biological father. But that seems wildly unlikely. Did I get? Oh, I got bit. Camera was not obvious on that one. I saved your ass, vamp. I like it how that pre-win guy is like trying to stab me while this vampire is just siphoning his blood off. Like, are you people daft? Or are you just programmed badly? I'm not really sure. See, Wander, do you really need the extra blood? You seem to already have a ton. The only reason why I'd want the extra blood... Oh, right, I was gonna go... Let's check for shortcuts while we're here. The only reason why I'd need the extra blood is for boss fights. Let's see. There might be a gate up here. I'm gonna quickly check. Mainly just want to make sure that I can get back through here in the future.
Don't you know better?
Okay, there we go. The extra blood is for boss fights where,
This is my territory.
Wow, these guys are tough. I should probably kill this guy before he just completely heals off of me. Oh, I'm out of stamina. You don't do permanent damage. I don't care. But admittedly, this guy is kind of tough. Thank you for the blood donation, though. But yeah, so the last boss fight we did, I was hanging on by... not a thread, but I was definitely in kind of poor sorts. At a lot of different cases, and it would have been much easier if I had double the amount of blood generation just based on my weapon. And so the hacksaw would be a perfect accompaniment to that. Okay, so it looks like... no, I'm going to progress a little bit further. There might be something on the right. Honestly. Let's just get some more blood here. But yeah, it's more important for me to do, it's more important for me to generate blood for my attacks than it is for me to do damage. Because every bit of blood that I generate is effectively a new heal, a new spell, a new something. I probably should actually pick up some more spells. Okay, so there's no gates over here. Yeah, that heal is crazy. Exactly. That's why I need the blood. Because if I effectively have an endless amounts of mana just from hitting enemies, I'm never going to want for anything. admittedly, this is why I haven't gotten stuff like the Blood Spear and like a couple of the other moves. They would be nice. They would be powerful even. But they wouldn't, they would take from the pool that keeps me alive. And so I'd much rather just mix basic melee combat.
That's where she lives. What a splendid house.
I would rather mix melee combat and healing, you know, full paladin style, over like, you know, some kind of bloodcaster. Yeah, I don't like these loading screens, but at least there aren't that many of them. You only ever have to see them when you get in and out of the game, and when you, you know, I guess go into the very rare building.
Dr. Reid, welcome. How are you?
As good as one can be, considering the circumstances.
Yes. Death and affliction seem prevailing themes of late. Please, come in. We have much to discuss.
I hope I haven't disturbed you.
Not at all. Actually, I was counting on you visiting me tonight.
How strange, this painting. Beautiful, melancholic, yet with a haunting dignity.
Indeed. A long time ago, a friend asked me to paint this for him, but I kept it in the end.
I did not know you were a painter, my lady.
There are many things you do not know about me, young Ekon.
Why do you continue to mock me?
Please excuse my behavior, Jonathan. I tend to tease my friends when uneasy.
What is bothering you, my lady? Your letter was quite alarming.
We will talk about this in a few minutes. For now, I would like you to tell me about yourself. How have you been since we last met, my friend?
My sister Mary. She was made a vampire in the same way I was. She was the one killing all those people everywhere I went.
Vengeance is a powerful force for those betrayed. Made vampire through careless error. Victims by surprise.
I swear I did not intend that. If only I had known then how vampires are created.
That is the scientist speaking. In truth, most of us do not know how it really works. Personally, I make sure my prey will not return to haunt me.
What do you mean?
I am merciless, Jonathan. I only feed on the dying, and I make sure they are dead before leaving their remains.
In the end, she implored me to put an end to her misery. But still, I felt I had taken her life twice.
I am so sorry for my accidental cruelty. Had I known your dear Mary was still alive, I would never have sent you to pray for her soul in that church.
There is no need to apologize, my lady. Your words have been most helpful in these difficult times.
Thank you, my friend. If only we could have guided your poor sister through her terrible nightmare.
I came to the conclusion that my maker, whoever he might be, must be a powerful vampire. Certainly extremely old.
How have you reached this conclusion?
He is the only immortal I've seen appear in an ethereal form. His voice, his words seemed ancient. It was disturbing.
I am afraid you are right. The simple fact that your blood made Mary such a strong Ekon proves that you must be of ancient lineage.
I felt this power, radiating like an aura every time he appeared.
Most ancestral vampires of England were killed by the Guard of Prewen half a century ago. I wonder who your maker could be.
You have no idea who he could be?
Some of the Ancient Ones fled England. Some may still be in hiding. All I know is you, my friend, are a pawn in some secret and obscure game of chess.
I think I should ask the questions, your ladyship. After all, it was you who invited me to settle this most urgent of matters.
Fair enough, Jonathan. The situation is critical. We do not have the luxury for etiquette.
Please do not misunderstand me. I would be delighted to discuss mundane matters and idle trivialities.
If we survive the dark nights to come, we shall have all the time in the world to speak, you and I. For now, please follow me, Jonathan.
I must say, your house is exquisite.
One of the advantages of living forever is having the time to be selective with one's furnishings. I took the liberty of having tea served.
You can still drink tea.
Can't keep it down, but I do so enjoy the aroma. Let us toast to make-believe. And of course, to your health, Jonathan.
And to yours, my lady.
Please, call me Elizabeth.
So, my lady, why, truly, did you invite me here?
I've been asked to deliver an official invitation to meet the Ascalon Club.
Who are they? Really?
They are the embodiment of vampire law in Britain. Some say they influence the destiny of the Empire. Some believe they merely protect it.
How many are they?
Only a small number of powerful and deceitful immortals. All of them entangled in a sticky web of shadow cabinets, influencing trade.
Will they fight the Guard of Prewen?
I doubt it. Fergal was Lord Redgrave's executioner forever and a day. By defeating that beast, you deprived them of a powerful weapon.
Should I trust them?
Of course not. Do not misunderstand me. They can be very useful, but I believe their long-term goals differ from yours.
Why meet them then?
Because nothing truly important can be achieved in this city without their consent. They could be powerful allies in this current situation.
Should I lie to them?
We all lie, Jonathan. It falls to you to choose your behavior. The most important rule is to show them due respect.
Why use you to contact me?
Because they know we are close. The Ascalon Club has many spies. Their main occupation is gathering information and then deciding how to use it.
Have they threatened you in any way?
Not at all. Their message surprised me at first, but it is only logical, considering the critical situation in London.
Why not ask for your help, since you are obviously a powerful and influential immortal yourself?
You have to understand that I am invisible to the eyes of Ascalon, for I am a woman. That suits me well, as long as they leave me alone.
Huh. I'd actually kind of just assumed that the vampires weren't as bothered by gender differences, considering immortality and, you know, sorts of things. But nope. Alright, sexism is alive even in the undead. Well, even with the undead.
They have done nothing but impede my investigations since I became known to them. Why would they want to see me now?
I guess they now see you as Ascalon material. They must have found out what happened to your sister. Proof of the potent blood flowing through your veins.
I'm not sure I can accept their invitation. I have seen their handiwork. How Fergal the Beast imposed the club's law.
You have no choice, Jonathan. Even I would not openly defy Lord Redgrave, the chairman of the Ascalon Club.
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave? Who is he?
Lord Redgrave is the founder and chairman of the Ascalon Club. Most mortals know him as the Earl of Bristol. He is rich and extremely influential.
Have you met him?
Only on rare occasions, for he never goes outside the club. And women are not awarded membership, even immortals.
How old is he? How long has he been a vampire?
Lord Redgrave claims to be the progeny of William Marshall, the most valiant knight who ever lived. If that is true, he could be very old.
How powerful is his reach?
The Ascalon Club may be the most influential secret society in England. Not all its members are immortals, but they are all very powerful.
They are not all immortals. How is that?
The club is mainly comprised of political figures who seek the safety and expansion of the Empire. The most loyal are awarded immortality.
Any familiar or famous names?
As the richest, most relentless British tycoon, Aloysius Dawson is considered ideal Ascalon material and has been watched for years.
If you are convinced I must meet him, I will heed your advice.
Thank you, Jonathan. I understand your reluctance to brush shoulders with London's vampire elite. But we have no choice.
Is the situation that critical?
Yes. The Guard of Prewen has called for a second great hunt of our kind, and they will stop at nothing to eliminate us.
Will the Guard of Prewen and the Ascalon Club fight each other?
I doubt it. If Prewen really launched a great hunt, I think most of the Econs I know would flee the country to escape the bloodbath.
I think I saw them kill an Econ on the way to your house. They seem to have a list with names.
To launch another great hunt, they must have collected intelligence on vampire identities and whereabouts. They are a resourceful lot.
So, Sockman says, if Lord Redgrave was squire to William Marshall, that puts him a little under 800 years old, because William Marshall was alive in the 1100s. Whee! That's old.
Should we fight back? I will not be hunted down like an animal again.
I admire your courage, Jonathan. But the best way to fight them is to put an end to the epidemic. This is the only way to clear the air.
What is a great hunt?
The first great hunt was launched about 75 years ago. In just a few nights, the Guard of Prewen located and destroyed most of the old British vampires.
Why start a second one?
Prewen has always seen us immortals as a threat to mankind. My guess is they suspect one or more of us as the cause of the epidemic.
How did you survive the first hunt?
I fled, Jonathan. Like most vampires who survived that slaughter. And I secretly came back when I was sure they had lost my trail.
You should flee then. Leave London, the country even. I have seen the Guard in action. They are merciless.
Your concern warms my heart, Jonathan. But fear not. If the situation gets too dangerous, I shall retreat to my secret Scottish manor. I could hide you in my luggage, if you wish.
Thank you for the offer. I shall keep it in mind, but I have much to do here. There is a question I must ask you. Could Lord Redgrave be my maker?
I doubt it. If Lord Redgrave had made you his progeny, he would not have seemed so surprised when you demonstrated the strength of your lineage.
What is the plan?
The plan is we both try to save this city, you and I. Go to Ascalon, accept their proposition, and use their influence to promote your agenda.
How can I save London?
The epidemic is the priority. You must find its origin and put an end to it. This is the best way to solve the crisis.
What will you do?
I still have contacts and old friends in this town. I shall make some inquiries and attempt to learn more of the situation. We need clarity.
Will I ever discover the identity of my maker?
Maybe not, Jonathan. We know for sure you were made by a powerful vampire, but most of those fled England long ago.
You have no idea at all? You seem to know so many things about the secrets of the vampire underworld.
Even if I had my suspicions, I would not dare give you a name so soon. All I can say is this. I will make inquiries and keep you informed.
Will I ever
Maybe not.
I'm just gonna keep asking this question because it's absolutely hilarious.
Please forgive my
Oh, Jonathan. I know you shall always have a gnawing doubt about who made you an immortal. But I swear, I had nothing to do with it.
One day soon, I will have to find the answer to this mystery.
And I shall help you in your research, I promise. For now, you must go to the Ascalon Club and play their game.
Will I see you again at the Pembroke Hospital?
No, you will find me here if you need me. I shall conduct inquiries alone, and we can then share our discoveries.
Will you not visit Pembroke again?
No. I must remain discreet and avoid attracting attention to Pembroke Hospital for the time being.
But how will you sustain yourself?
I shall not, Jonathan. Fear not. I'm used to it.
When will we meet again?
As soon as you meet Lord Redgrave, I suppose. Fear not, my dear. I shall only be a heart's beat away.
I want to thank you for all your support and your help, my lady.
Could you do me a last great favor and call me Elizabeth?
I should be honored, my lady.
Then it is settled. Finally, some good news in these dark hours.
Thank you. I appreciate the advice. I had best prepare myself to meet this Lord Redgrave now.
How thrilling to meet the Earl of Bristol in the flesh, so to speak.
Something tells me you're not very keen on the man.
Don't get me wrong. The gentlemen of the Ascalon Club are honorable, but their attitude and opinions are somewhat antiquated.
I see.
As long as they deny access to female applicants, I will leave them to their antediluvian considerations as to the natural order of things. Jonathan, promise me you'll be careful.
Of course. But why the fear in your voice?
Look at me, Jonathan.
I am.
I mean, really look at me, young Ekon. We may be deceptive by nature, but this heart of mine has always told the truth.
Elizabeth.
Go, my friend. But come back to me soon.
So one interesting detail about this game that I really appreciate is depending on how many people you eat, Jonathan will look different over the course of the game. So mine just looks kind of pale and dead with a couple of scratches and whatnot. I'm not entirely sure if that's like peak Jonathan or if there's like there's a way you can make him look even more healthy. But if you start eating people, he has like really like red, dark like rings around his eyes and stuff like that. It looks cool, but also like creepy, which is entirely the point. Also, apparently Unravel 2 is out today. Not that it matters, and I guess that's going to date this video pretty hard for YouTube, which is like a week or two after the fact. But still, I guess we're going to be playing that tonight.
Time to visit the Ascalon Club.
Never played the first one. Oh, and we can go back to talk to her, and we can go back and talk to Dr. Swansea. Alright, let's go talk with people. Loading screens again. I am sorry. They're my favorite. Yeah, Wander, what did you think of the Xbox presentation? I'll do a video on it later. I'm gonna watch every presentation once E3 is done, or over the course of E3, and then I'll do like a retrospective. I thought it was neat. My problem with the Xbox presentation is, as always, Xbox doesn't have enough exclusives, like unique exclusives, to really sell me on it. So they have a nice show, but I truly have no idea what is Microsoft and Xbox related, and what is just them kind of showing off other games because they'll be on Xbox. Let's see, where is she? Upstairs? Ah, there she is. How do I get up there? There we go. Hello.
Hello again, Jonathan. To what do I owe the pleasure of your visit?
Sorry to disturb you again, but could you spare me a few minutes?
Of course, my dear. Always a pleasure to speak with you.
Concerning your investigation,
Yes?
are you truly seeking to identify my maker?
I cannot promise you anything, but yes. I am conducting some research of my own.
Do you know if the epidemic has affected many people in the West End?
I confess I've been more concerned by events in the East End. The wealthy have more efficient ways of dealing with infection.
But this is no common epidemic.
That is true. I must tell my daughter to stay at home for a few days, but the girl is stubborn and fiercely independent, much like her mother.
Do you think we shall ever see better days? Or at least, better nights?
I know not, Jonathan. I have seen some horrid days in my long lifetime. Experience has taught me that one cannot outrun the fates.
When all of this is over, the war and the epidemic, we could leave the city for a while. Travel around Europe, you and I.
Traveling is always so complicated for us poor creatures of the night. But yes, I would be glad to travel the world with you, my dear.
Will you tell me your story one day, Lady Ashbury?
One of them, perhaps. I have had so many lives, Jonathan. Eternity may not be enough to relate them all.
Goodbye, Elizabeth.
Okay, so now we've talked to her. Let's go back and talk to Dr. Swansea. I really like one thing they did a really good job with on this game is the soundtrack is really, really well done. I might actually buy the soundtrack now that I'm thinking about it. But the thing that stands out really cool for me is every major plot character has their own separate soundtrack in the end. Or no, like when you're talking to them. So she's got like this really nice woodwind the entire time. And there's also, I know Swansea has kind of a nice unique song. We actually haven't met a whole lot of other like major plot important characters. I'm sure this posh lord, I think, will be kind of the next one. Probably. Okay, I guess we might as well go out and hang a right and see if I can open that gate up. Because my goal here is to open up shortcuts if I can. Let's see. Anyway. Let's see. The way she's talking, if this is a movie, she'd be dead in 5 to 10 minutes.
I cannot enter.
Nope. There definitely were some pretty substantial death flags there. I get the feeling she gets kidnapped. I don't know if she dies.
Yeah, he's dead! Yes, he's dead!
Oh. I just got here. This is why I'm just pumped my, this is why I pumped up my... Wow, he just died. Okay, this is why I pumped up my, endurance like crazy. Oh, that's a lot of good handle parts. We'll be able to upgrade the, we might actually be able to max out my current sword first. This being a game, there might be a way to save her. No guarantee. Yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see, nonetheless. Holy what's that does damage? What are you? Oh. What are you doing? Big man on campus, where are you going? What are you doing? What are your plans for today? Dying. That's what his direct plans were. Okay then. Sure. Let's see. Yeah, I want to unlock some secrets if I can. Yeah, wow, that AoE just destroys them. Whenever we have enough,
Steady blast! We've got one of them here.
when I get enough, points, I'm probably going to just rank it up further. Because it does a lot of damage. Like, the tick rate on that AoE, when we first got it, I was disinterested with it apart from the fact that it kind of paid for itself. Let's see, I think this is the one. There's a gate up ahead that I need to unlock. Shortcuts are important. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I get the feeling she's gonna get kidnapped. I don't know if we're gonna save her. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. Anyway, let's take this way back to Dr. Swansea, talk to him. And then keep progressing the club. Or, club? Plot. The side quests, the side tasks are important to me. I mean, they're worth a lot of EXP. Especially as somebody that, you know, is kind of sick of grinding. I know somebody's gonna give me flack for that, but, like, I would much rather, go for the good ending and just grind to kind of balance it out a little bit. Even if I get a little bit bored of it. I wonder if you ever played Star Wars The Old Republic. I played a little bit of it. We got to the first or the second planet. We were doing it as a YouTube series, but it wasn't really built for that. And ultimately, just in general, MMOs are not... They're not my speed. They take too long. Yeah, we couldn't, progress as a group. It was a lot of, It was a lot of combat and then talking and then combat and talking. Not unlike this. But it was, 4 times as much and it was disorganized and it was a mess. I don't know.